In this video, I sit down with a guy from Poland named Camille that's been funded over 18 times by different prop firms using Forex Robot.
18 times I got funded in a span of 3 months.
With TitanX. In this video, I'm going to explain to you and interview exactly how he's been able to do this, how he's taken this prop farming concept of becoming a full-time trader using Forex Robots, and he's been able to quit his job, all thanks to robots and prop firms.
Recently, just about 2 months ago, I ditched my job.
Stay tuned to this video, you're not gonna wanna miss it.
I passed about 18 challenges, of course on verification and stuff, so I got 18 times I got funded in a span of 3 months.
With TitanX?
Yeah, partially, because I'm also using a different DA from a different company, but yeah, like half of it is from Titan.
You got funded 9 times with TitanX, you're saying?
Yeah. Something about it, yeah. But to be honest, I'm also buying a lot of accounts because I'm buying 4 of them every single week. That's also why I'm buying 10Ks because it's easy for my psychology.
Okay. And where are you from, by the way?
I'm from Poland. It's where Lewandowski, the famous soccer player.
Walk me through this really quickly. How long have you been trading? Have you been trading a long time, or?
To be honest, I first got into trading during COVID. I mean, that's where I've blown my first live account. I've lost about $1,000 maybe. I was just a student. So, I don't know if you can say, but I'm only 25 as for now. I graduated from my studies. Recently, just about 2 months ago, I ditched my job because prop farming, let's say, just giving me enough profit to live off it. So
that's amazing. So COVID, you started trading. This was COVID was a couple of years ago at this point. And then did you start immediately trading Forex, or what when you started?
Yeah, I was trading Forex. To be honest, I was copy trading. If I remember correctly, the platform was called Naga, N-A-G-A. It was called like that. I guess it still works. It's something like an eToro, but with higher risk, I would say. And that's when like I said, that's when I got my first account blown away. Less than 2 months, I would say. I thought that I can double up my accounts infinite amount of time. I thought that I would be a millionaire within a year, but the reality is not so great. I just, it was a reality check for me at the time. I was pretty sad about it because I was a pure student. I don't have money to get my account funded for another time. So then I just ditched it for like a year. Then I came back. All I was doing was just demo trading. I was demo trading all the time because I have to be sure that I'm able to make a profit consistently. But to be honest, that was very, very, very hard for me. I was using some providers from Telegram groups. I guess you heard about it. I even got like ultimate provider that was copying other providers from other groups, and I was having it with a good deal when it comes to money. So, but it still didn't work like I would want to, because there were good providers, but only for like 3, 4, 5 months, and then where the losing streaks come to play, and you could also blown away your account, or the provider's just gone away.
You went through this journey, which I think a lot of traders go through. I know I went through it too, where I blew an account and then I started learning and trying this. I tried signals, I tried doing all this different stuff. How did you come across us, by the way?
You've been into my subscription list, if I said it correctly, and I was following you when it comes to crypto. The Blue Edge Crypto channel is what I was following, and then I saw an ad of you talking about prop farming. So I just wanted to know more about it. I came across your video where you explain all the stuff, and I just decided, why to not roll in? You showed me a good point, because I was trying to get funded like 2 years ago with FTMO. Let's say not trying to get funded because I didn't buy any challenges, because I just calculated myself that I won't be able to pass them because it was so hard. I was thinking at that time, 2 years ago, that I have to have 100% winning rate, but that's the bullshit. To be honest, it's unsustainable. Even as for now, I don't have 100% win rate, but still I managed to get 18 times funded.
You had this epiphany when you watched my video that, hey, you don't need to get funded every single time, but if you just have the odds, the probability in your favor, even if you fail some, then you can still make it a profitable venture, right?
Yeah, that's how it works.
And talk me through this. So you got funded 18 different times. You said 9 were with Titan-X and prop farming, right?
Yeah.
What is your secret, or what's the strategy? You know, what's allowed you to become so successful?
For me, it's all about psychology, and also I found my holy grail. Let's call it that way, because of course you are providing strategies on leaderboard. There you can find some good stuff. I've also used them at the very beginning, but to be honest, I've also managed to find my way to optimize strategies so they are following what's happening in the market. I've done it my way. Let's say for Titan-X, I will have like 4 strategies, and I just use all of them at the same time. So when I'm buying 4 accounts, for example, one is in strategy 1, second one strategy 2, and so on, so on. So that's where my mind is good, because one day I will fail one challenge, I will fail one verification. It's not important because I know that, let's say this week just already started. I didn't lose any accounts so far, of course, and I managed to pass 2 verification stages. So I will get another 2 accounts, and if I manage to hit 5 trading days, which is of course very, very easy, let's just put 0.1 lots and you'll be good. Yeah, that's how it works. My plan is to go for 20k, but I want to do it with the profit of 10k accounts. I just took it slowly, because if I lose challenge, I'm using my Forex funds. If I lose challenge, it's only $75. That's not much. You know, in Poland we also have, I'll just ask you, how big is a salary, let's say average salary in US, how big is it?
I would say maybe $4,000 or $5,000 per month.
Yeah, and that's the average. When it comes to Poland, if you earn that much, as you said, you will be at top 2% of the most rich people in the Poland, because our salary, let's say our average salary, it's around $1,000. To be fair enough, I learned myself of earning some bigger money, because I was earning like, let's say 3 times average salary in my country, because I was selling photovoltaics, I mean solar panels, you know what I mean.
Would you say solar panels?
Solar panels, yeah, the things that you put on put on a roof to give you energy to your house. So I was just selling them for 2 years straight, let's say. Like I said, recently I just ditched it, because to be honest, the government just put some restrictions on it. The money wasn't so great like it was before. It's like, let's say my earnings was cut in half. So that's when prop farming comes to play, and it's managed me to, let's say, sustain my salary of the things that I was doing before, and I hope to greatly increase it in the time. Yeah,
you were able to replace your income with prop farming from what you're doing selling solar.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah. And to be honest, like I said, I found to be precise, because like I said, I am buying a bunch of accounts at the same time. So I found my limit to be around, let's say, I'm using my Forex fund, so it will be 30 accounts of 20k, because your max cap is $600,000. Yeah, that's a max cap. So I decided, and I just calculated it a bit, that it should bring me about $5,000 to $6,000 a month if I'm eager to buy 4 accounts at a time. I mean, every week. That's how I calculated it. And if, let's say I earn just a shy of half of it at the 10Ks now, yeah? To be honest, for now, I have 30 of them. I counted it in my Forex funds page. So the list is like this. It's a lot list.
If I'm understanding correctly, how you're doing it is you're actually taking like 4 different strategies and trading them all on an account. So even if one of the strategies fails, then maybe 2 of the other ones are in profit. Is that how you're doing it?
Yeah, that's how it works. And one at the third, every third time I will get funded. Yeah, and also, to be honest, my strategy is quite aggressive. The average pass pass rate time is about 4 to 5 days when it comes to challenge, and a little bit less when it comes to verification. I'm also aggressive with my funded accounts. I'm aiming for a profit of 8% at the funded account when it comes to withdrawing profits, because I've noticed that, okay, I can go with 1% or 2%, but I will wait for them. Sometimes I would check it and there is like 2 months or 3 months gap where I need to earn my 2% because the account goes in drawdown and stuff like this. So I just calculated it that it'll be better. So okay, I'm eager to lose some accounts. But if I win a big time, because it's 8% and I can make it in like 5 days. Of course, not every time, but still. That's how I figure it out, and that's how it works for me. I guess everyone have to find something that works for them, because it's all about the psychology.
You're totally right. You know, some people will come in and, you know, go for $100,000 account, but, you know, that's too stressful for them, you know. And I always tell people, like, if you're going to bed and you're thinking about, you know, your challenge or your trades that are open, and that's all that you're thinking about as you go to bed, and it's not allowing you to go to sleep, then you're probably trading with too much size, right? In this case, you're trading too big of an account. So it's great that you found that the $10,000 account, it works for your psychology. And I think that's really the secret to prop farming, because it's not difficult, right? We've seen all different sorts of people do it and have success. You know, traditionally it's very difficult to pass a prop firm challenge, right? Like, you know, the stats are only 6% of people get funded, yet, you know, we have way higher odds than that. But how could people still fail even if, you know, they're trading an automated strategy? And it's the psychology, right? You see people doing funny things like changing up their strategy, you know, midway through the challenge and shutting it off, or, you know, trading manually alongside, or weird stuff like that, which is, you know, where we see people go wrong. Whereas you found it, right? Like you find a strategy that works and then you stick to the plan, right?
Yeah, that's how it works. And to be honest, I also done some calculation when it comes to prop firms, and I found that my Forex fund is giving me the best objections. It's easiest to pass, and it's also the most profitable prop firm when it comes to prop farming for me. Then it is FTMO or True Forex funds. To be honest, it's not so. It's not an opinion that is very well known, but the funded next one, you know, the prop firm funded next, yeah, it's also pretty good, because it will give you 15% of your phase 1 and phase 2 profits, and that's a lot. That's like 3.5% of an account that you are making when you make 5% on the funded account. So you make 5%, it's like you've done 8.5%. But they still have 10% profit target and 10% max drawdown. That's an issue, but still this 15% is taking it back. So if one day my Forex funds would vanish, I would go for funded next. But if it still works, it gives me the best money. Let's say I get withdrawal from my Forex funds every single week. Sometimes it's 1 time, sometimes it's 2 or 3 withdrawals at the 1 week. So pretty nice to know when you get notifications. Oh, someone sent you money. Oh, it's $700. Nice.
So what's your advice to people? You know, is prop farming something that you'd recommend? And then, you know, if so, who would you recommend it to?
Yeah, I would definitely recommend prop farming, because it will set up your mind to be successful. But the hardest thing to do, I would say, is just let it run. Don't interrupt, don't do manual interventions. I guess you have to test it on demos. So before even going for a funded challenge, yeah, you still try to pass some demo challenges, or just go with IC Markets or Alpari, make some demo accounts and try to pass them. Try to fake it that it's the funded challenge. I've also done it, because at the beginning I've lost some accounts. From just my stupidity. Like, let's say at the beginning I was losing more than 5% at the same day. So that's obviously the hard breach for me, and I was just wiped out. Or my settings were just off when it comes to Titan, because to be honest, I like to experiment myself. I like to have my own settings. The one that you are providing are also good. But when I do settings, I know why the trade was taken, why at the time, and I am pretty confident in it. I just can't run Titan for the whole week and I don't even need to look at my phone, but I'm still confident that it's doing all right. That's the psychology that I wish everyone would get when it comes to trading expert advices.
Yeah, people think, oh, just because it's automated, you know, I don't need the back test or anything like that. But right, the back testing helps with your mind, right? With your psychology, just like you mentioned.
How it works.
Cool. And lastly, what's the goal? Like, what's the next step for you? What do you see being possible?
I would guess for let's say my first goal is to max out my Forex funds. So I will get to the max cap of 600. Well, never mind, you know what I mean. I guess I'm weak in numbers, I don't know why. Max out my Forex funds, then I will probably go for funding next. Maybe then go back to my Forex funds, but I will teach it to somewhere else, you know, like the family member, so I will get another shot. You know, there are a lot of opportunities.
And by the way, if you have ideas for, you know, things that you would like coded, you know, we have all the team and everything. So if you say, hey, you know, I'd really like this feature or something, then reach out to us and we can continue to build on to TitanX, because, you know, TitanX can, for the most part, do anything you want, you know, and we continue to add features and whatnot. So if you do have ideas and you'd like our help developing it, then we can help do that for you.
I was having some ideas to, maybe I'm not encouraged to say them right now because I have to just about it.
Yeah, you think about it and you can write us, you know, write Joe, you know, we can discuss it more.
Well, yeah, I would say TitanX, when it comes to settings, is a beast. There's a lot of settings, and to be honest, when it comes to my optimization, I would just take, let's say, 5, maybe max 6 of inputs, and I will just optimize these 6 inputs, because if you optimize too much, let's strategy tester on NT5 is doing just some over optimization. This won't work in the long run when it comes to market. You just have to pick some inputs that are most important and just optimize settings for them.
Cool. Kamil, thanks so much for jumping on here. It was fun meeting you, and congratulations, by the way. All your success.
Thank you.
That's an awesome story. Keep us updated with how things are going, okay?
Okay. To be honest, I'm messaging to Shaq a lot. I like Shaq.
Oh,
no, he's like
okay, yeah, Shaq's great, huh?
Yeah, let's say every single week he get update of how am I doing. I even got a spreadsheet in Excel to show him my results. So I like to update him. I don't know why.
That's good. I'm sure he loves hearing from you. All right. Thank you.